Hello Sagittarius, welcome. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your reading for mid-February 2022 or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond that or towards the end of February. But it's a general reading, Sagittarius, so please take what resonates. Anything that doesn't, leave it behind. That'll be for somebody else at this time. I've already shuffled and dealt these two energies to begin your reading, but I had to turn the video recorder off. We have a storm raging, Storm Eunice in the UK. There's something I had to go and see to outside, so but we're okay now. But I'd already shuffled and turned these cards, so these are your cards, Sagittarius. I don't want to interfere with that. So first of all, we've got number 13. And this talks about productivity, control and organisation. So we have the sewing machine here and lots of beautiful rainbow colours coming from the sewing machine, which talks about the beautiful creativity. And, you know, and it's all down to the power of the mind. With the sewing machine, there is the tool, but you decide which coloured reels you put on there, the cottons that you put on there, and it's what's in your mind. You can then transfer your creative thoughts skillfully and down to the machine to create something quite wonderful and unique. So yes, very much about creativity, productivity, but control also. So a lovely energy to start there. It'll have a different meaning for all of you, Sagittarius. Now we also have number 27 here, and this talks about attraction, magnetism and infatuation. We have the moths flying to the light, the lady caught in the Venus flytrap. Red, a lot of red in the card, which is very much a symbol of passion, isn't it? But it can also be about danger as well. So let's see what other messages come out for you, Sagittarius. So what's the important message for Sagittarius at this time, please? What's important for Sagittarius to consider, please? Alright, so we have the heart of your reading, the root of the matter, past influences, what's on your mind at the moment, the future going forward, and something else your guides would like to say to you at this time, Sagittarius. And at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Cups, a beautiful, very sensitive, empathetic energy. He's never far from water, and there's his emotions here, but he is on solid ground here. So he's not going to get swept away with his emotions, but he's very open. He's got a very open heart, and he's offering his cup of love here. So so that's the King of Cups. So let's see where he fits into the overall scheme of things. This is either an aspect of yourself, Sagittarius. It's not gender specific. You know, opening your heart, being sensitive, nurturing, empathetic and caring. Or this may be something to do with somebody connected to you or somebody coming in. Alright, so I'll just put that to one side. And we'll get some clarifiers for you. So could we clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Sagittarius? Could we clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Sagittarius? Right at the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Rods. This talks about a message coming in, a message being delivered, communication coming in. Alright, so I'll just put that to one side. It could be communication coming in from a King of Cups energy. But let's see. So at the heart of your reading, Sagittarius, we have the Four of Swords and the Nine of Cups. And the Four of Swords, you're giving a lot of thought, deep thought and contemplation to something. You're taking time out, coming away from the crowd. But, you know, really getting into your thoughts here. You're putting other things to one side, other commitments or demands on your time to one side here. And there's just one thing, you see the sword on his lap, there's one thing in particular you're giving a lot of thought to, and it's something to do with the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, blessings coming in, something you've been wishing and desiring and hoping for and wanting, and you're giving some deep thought to that perhaps an opportunity. And it may have something to do with a King of Cups energy, but let's see, shall we? Perhaps that's where the temptation, the attraction, magnetism, infatuation comes in. So what's at the root of this? We have the Moon and the Hermit, two major arcanas, two significant energies. The Moon, now, this is when something's a little bit unclear, a little bit foggy, a little bit in the shadows, if you like. So there was something in the past that wasn't clear. We see the dog and the wolf howling up to the moon to try to get more information. And of course we've had the wolf moon, didn't we? We had the wolf moon in was it January? Yes, we had the wolf moon in January, so that's interesting. So is this something, is this a time of around about the wolf moon, the full moon in January? That's something you are having to give a lot of thought to, because we have the Hermit. And the Hermit is, again, having to come away from the crowd, dig deep, try to think things through, find the right way forward, to shine your light, to find a way down this. There's a very narrow path here to go down the mountain for the Hermit. So he's having to give a lot of thought here to this narrow pathway, because things are not clear. And I feel it's something to do with the wolf moon, the time of the wolf moon that occurred in January. All right. So in the past influences, we have the Prince of Wands, and we have another major arcana, the Emperor. That's an Aries energy for those who are interested. Right, the Prince of Wands, this is a very dynamic energy. This is your energy, Sagittarius. There was some form of inspirational idea or opportunity came forward, perhaps even bringing passion forward. But it's something, it was an opportunity that you were aware of, that came in. And it's to do with an Emperor energy. Now, this could have been about somebody in a position of authority, in a position of control, that was offering this opportunity. Could have been an opportunity for you to take more control of your situation, Sagittarius. So take it how it resonates with you. That's interesting. Now, what are you thinking about at the moment? Oh dear, you're not very happy, Sagittarius, because we've got the Nine of Swords, and this is fear-based thought. So something is really playing on your mind at the moment. This is fear-based thoughts that become too big, become magnified, particularly at night. And that's when our subconscious, brings all these negative thoughts, these fear-based thoughts to the surface, keeping us awake. So there's something you're worrying about that's getting bigger than what it should be. And it's to do with the Five of Cups. It's to do with this sense of loss. Something you've lost. You feel you've lost. It's gone. And you can see the dark clouds with the rain coming down. And you just feel a sense of regret, a sense of loss. But there's an opportunity here and behind. You can see here, these beautiful golden cups waiting are full. And there's even another one up here, just waiting to be seen and grasped. But of course, when you're in the Five of Cups energy, you can't see anything positive because you're very consumed with this loss, this regret. So this is what's on your mind at the moment, Sagittarius. So what is it that's causing these fear-based thoughts, this sense of loss and regret? Something you're giving a lot of thought to here. And it's to do with a potential blessing opportunity. We've got lots of deep thought cards on the table here with the Moon, the Hermit. And then of course the fear-based thoughts, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Four of Swords. Contemplating something. And it's something to do with, I feel, an opportunity that could bring in more authority and control for you, or it's coming from somebody who has a level of power and control. And it's something to do with this King of Cups, an offering of love perhaps, new love offering, but it's creating these fear-based thoughts. And it's to do with a message being delivered. Right, let's have a look. Going forward, we have the Sun and the Six of Swords. The Sagittarius, the Sun is shining its light on a new beginning, a new opportunity that promises expansion, warmth, new life, joy, happiness. It's a beautiful energy. The Sun is the most optimistic card in the major arcana. So it's a significant energy here for you going forward. But the clarifier is the Six of Swords, and this is when you're moving on. When you're moving on from stormy water, choppy water, heading towards calm water and dry land here. So on a level you're going to be moving on. Whether it's mentally, emotionally or physically or a combination there. But it's very, very well aspected by the Sun energy here. And the Sun also sheds light, Sagittarius, so it could be also that light is being shed on a direction, a way, the direction to go, to head towards the calmer waters and dry land. I feel whatever this message is that's coming in for you is going to help you with moving forward and moving on from sadness, loss, regret and fear-based thoughts. So, okay, what is it your guides want to say to you now? Well, we have the Prince of Swords and we have the Four of Pentacles. Alright, so what your guides want to say, the Prince of Swords is very much about action, being action orientated, but it's about, the swords are about communication. And the Prince of Swords, there's some form of communication that's coming in. We've already had the Eight of Rods. But the Prince of Swords is more dynamic, if you like. It comes in very fast. Is the fastest energy in the minor arcana. And it's called the Prince in this deck of cards, but it's the Knight of Swords also. But it's the fastest Prince, it's the fastest energy in the minor arcana. But he's coming in very determined, as you can see. He's not going to take any prisoners here. very determined with the communication is bringing in, the message that he wants to bring in now, that you need to hear, Sagittarius. And the message is to do with looking after what you have, protecting what you have, not sharing what you have with others that may want to take advantage. But, you know, keeping it to yourself, keeping it close to your chest. Whatever that is, it could be to do with money and finances, but it doesn't have to be. It could be to do with, you know, any area. But it's something you need to protect, and that is the message that's coming in, a very determined message coming in for you here. Perhaps this information coming is going to highlight what it is that you need to protect and why you need to protect it, Sagittarius. All right, let's get 2 final messages for you now. Remember, it's a general reading, Sagittarius, so, you know, it won't have a meaning for all of you, but it will for some of you. There's 2 final messages for Sagittarius, please, to conclude this reading. 2 final messages for Sagittarius, please, to conclude this reading. Right, here we go. We have miracles, so expect the wondrous to emerge. And we have wise leader, you are a beacon for others. So miracles, yeah, expect the wondrous to emerge now. Miracles do happen, and they happen all the time, every day. We don't always see it when it's in front of us, but I feel that the universe wants to say, you know, miracles are going to be happening, so expect the wondrous to emerge now, Sagittarius. And you are a wise leader. You are a beacon for others, and you see others following the young woman with a torch. And, you know, she knows where she's going. She's very strong. And this is what you're doing. You're very strong. You're shining your light for others to follow. And others will see your light shining and know which direction they've got to go. So you are a beacon for others, Sagittarius. So expect miracles to occur now. But you've certainly got some information coming in. It's coming in quite very quickly. But it's important information. It's going to help release you, I feel, to move on. Move on for calmer waters and dry land. But it's very, very well aspected here. I can see you're giving a lot of thought to this situation, and a situation that potentially can bring in lots of blessings for you. And of course, you know, we have the King of Cups here. So this is either, for some of you, this is a King of Cups. This is somebody who reflects the energy of the King of Cups. You know, bringing in this cup of love. You know, offering a token of love here. And he's not carried away with emotions. He's very much on dry ground. So he very much knows what he's doing, very much in control. But it's somebody that's opening their heart. It's not gender specific, Sagittarius. All this is, as I said before, this is to do with you tapping into your heart centre. What is it you love? What is it you are dreaming of and wishing for? But it seems to be mixed blessings for some of you. You know, it's creating some fear-based thoughts here because of some form of a loss, some form of a regret. All right, but there's lots here to look forward to on the table, and has something to do with the message coming in. But remember, there's a need to protect what you have, I feel. There may be somebody quite ruthless around that may want to take advantage here. But you are a wise leader, you know, and expect miracles. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Sagittarius. This is your reading for the middle of February. It won't be for everybody, but it will be for some. And I hope you can recognise your story here. But good luck going forward. And until next time, bye-bye for now.